Hey y'all, so today I made some chicken parmesan for my puree diet. I used this rotisserie chicken and added it to my food processor because I just really can't do blended chicken. I let this run twice just to make sure there weren't any chunks, and I seasoned it just as I normally would for chicken parmesan. I'm using this H-E-B brand of marinara sauce, and I ended up using about 10 ounces in total. Then I went ahead and topped it with some fat-free mozzarella. I ran out of the first pack, so I'm using the second one, and of course some parmesan because it is chicken parmesan. I added some parsley for color, then I put this in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes until the cheese melted, but look at this cheese pool. With this, I was able to fill up 8 4-ounce containers. I logged this into my Bariatric app, and one serving is 4 ounces. If your stomach can tolerate chicken, this is one that you definitely want to try. Just make sure that you're chewing if you're not going to.
If you are post-bariatric surgery, you have to try this. Also, I'm still at the hospital with my daughter, so if you hear in Kanto, I'm sorry. Plop a whole tab of ricotta cheese into a bowl. And then I put in 1 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. Then I added in half a cup of reduced fat mozzarella cheese, some Italian seasoning, however much your heart desires. And I did just add a little bit of Alden Millhouse Miracle Blend. I added 1 scoop of unflavored protein powder just for a little extra boost. And then I ended up adding 2 eggs. Mix that up really, really good. This was after the second egg. Spray it down with olive oil. These little guys from Walmart are perfect. Spread that all in there, and then I added 1 cup of the Rouse marinara. This looks like a lot of sauce, but that cheese is actually pretty thick in there. Spread that all out, make sure all of your cheese is covered. Then I added another half cup of that shredded reduced fat mozzarella and just another pinch of the Parmesan cheese. Here are the macros for 3 ounces. And I added a little bit more Italian seasoning.
What's up, hoes? I am 2 weeks post-op gastric bypass, and I decided to do an enchilada. That's how y'all say it? Yeah, enchilada bake today. So first of all, I seasoned my chicken breast, and I threw that up in the air fryer. Of course, I'm going to always season my food good because I need the season. When they came out of the air fryer, that's what it looked like, and I end up shredding this chicken up to make sure a girl can digest it. Then I use 1 can of enchilada sauce. I use it mild, and then I use about a half a packet of this taco seasoning. They're really gonna give it some extra flavor. You're gonna top that with some cheese and stir it all together. Now, when I got it stirred together, I end up putting a couple green chilies in there, but not too much, just for a little spice. I set my oven to about 400, and then I put it in the oven for it to bake. When it came out, it looked a little something like this. So this is day 1 of parade, and this is what I made. Y'all, I decided to do like a salmon spinach dip. So you're going to get you some salmon, and you're going to get you a bag of baby spinach, some heavy whipped cream, and some cream cheese. Also, you're going to need some shredded Parmesan cheese. You're going to season that salmon to your liking and chop it up really fine. Now, salmon is like high in protein, so that's why I decided to go with salmon. Also, you guys, you're going to wash that spinach, put it in a pot, and then you're going to put the heavy whipped cream on top of it and let that simmer down. Once that starts simmering a little bit, you're going to go ahead and season it. Then you're going to put that whole stick of Philadelphia cream cheese in it. Now, once you got your cream cheese in there, you're going to go ahead and add your Parmesan cheese. Keep in mind, this is supposed to be a dip, so you're going to add enough cheese to make it like a little bit thick. Then you're going to add your salmon. Let that cook in that pot for about 5 minutes, and then put it in a tin pan. Now, with this tin pan, your oven should already be preheated to about 400 degrees. You're going to let it cook for 20 minutes. Now, after the 20 minutes, it's going to come out looking a little something like this. Yeah. And then, y'all, it'll be ready to eat. I hope you hoes have an awesome, awesome Sunday. Stay safe. Toodles!
These chicken Alfredo lasagna bowls have 37 grams of protein and are under 300 calories. We're going to start by making my version of the viral high-protein Alfredo sauce. I blended together 1 1/4 cups of cottage cheese, a half a cup of Parmesan cheese, a third a cup of 2% milk, a half a teaspoon of minced garlic, and then, of course, salt and garlic powder to taste. Add some of that mixture to the bottom of each of your meal prep containers, and then the key ingredient here are these oven-ready lasagna noodles. I took 3 of the noodles, I broke them up into bite-sized pieces and divided them evenly amongst the 5 containers. I am a bariatric patient, though, so my portion sizes tend to be a little bit smaller than the average person, so feel free to double this recipe if you need to. Add more of that mixture right on top of the noodles, and then I cut up a pound of chicken and I divided that evenly amongst the containers. I also added a 1/4 a cup of broccoli to each container, and then I added the rest of the sauce right on top of that. I gave it a really good stir, and then I topped mine with more Parmesan cheese, about 2 tablespoons per container, and I put it in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for 40 minutes. These came out exactly how I envisioned them. You gotta let me know if you try them.
sweet dreams. Tell her that coffee in the morning. We talk street art, sarcasm, crass humor and high fashion. Peach color moon glistens, the plot thickens as we laugh over shotguns and tongue kisses. Talk about you for damn, and would you rather? No flame, the thrill and no shame. Drug, sex, and Polaroid. Pick a star in the sky, we could both say goodbye. Oh, I wish I could wait.
Hey y'all, today we're making buffalo chicken for a puree and soft food diet. I'm using 2 10-ounce cans of chicken and put it into my food processor to make sure it's soft enough for me to eat. I wanted to make this protein rich, so I'm using 1 scoop of protein powder, protein bone broth, and some cottage cheese. Next, I'm going in with 1/3 less fat cream cheese, and I'm going to add all of this into a pan on the stove on low heat and mix everything together really well. Once it was melted, I added in some fat-free mozzarella and some Mexican low-fat cheese. You can season this however you want. I just added a dash of salt, pepper, and this kicking chicken seasoning. Now, this wouldn't be buffalo chicken if we didn't add the best, some Louisiana wing sauce. Once I got that good and mixed up, I topped it with the cheese sauce, mixed everything together, added a little bit more hot sauce, and if you know me, I love cheese, so I'm topping this with a lot of cheese and some parsley for color. This made 9 servings with 23 grams of protein per serving and about 118 calories.